What's up and welcome to a new video here on the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. My name is Ashlizzlle, and today I have a super cool deck prepared for you because we will be draining our opponents out of the game with this Legendary Abzan Aristocrat deck. So if you are familiar with my content, you know I love a good sacrifice strategy, and especially one that drains your opponent for a lot of life with a lot of triggers. And this deck does exactly that. A legendary themed strategy is something that is very strong in Standard right now, and I wanted to build an Abzan Legends deck for the longest time. And as I was building it, I realized that a lot of the sacrifice, like the legendaries, all had a lot of sacrifice and drain support with each other. Another really cool thing about this deck is that it should pick up quite some spicy upgrades from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. But anyways, let's have a look at the cards that we'll be playing with. So legendary creatures are very important in this deck because we have quite a lot of cards that synergize with them. First up, we have our channel lands in our colors. So that would be Igonjo, Seat of the Empire, Vestager Who Endures, and Takenuma Invented Mire. Now, all of these lands have a channel ability where we can discard them, pay the activation cost, and then we get an effect. The greatest thing about these cards in our deck is that they cost 1 less to cast for each legendary creature we control. So in this deck with basically only legendaries, you have to look at these channel lands more like cheap spells rather than actual lands. And we also have a very important land in the form of Plaza of Heroes, which helps us cast our legendary spells but also helps us protect them. Now we have quite some cards in here that protect our creatures, so let's start by having a look at those. First up, we have Skrelv, the Vector Might, a 1/1 legendary creature that has an activated ability for 1 Phyrexian mana and a tap. If we activate it, we can choose a color and then another target creature we control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until the end of turn. It can also not be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. Now Skrelv is great for protecting our powerful cards while also being a legendary creature itself. We also have Melira, the Living Cure, in this deck for protecting our creatures, but Melira also puts good pressure on our opponent with her 3 power and her 3 toughness as a 2-drop. Then at the top end, we have Red the Drabic of Urborg, a 4-mana 3/3 legendary creature with Vigilance in War 2 that gives other zombies we control Vigilance, but most importantly, whenever another legendary creature we control dies, create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it's not legendary and it's a zombie. So let's have a look at our powerful drain cards now. Ron Executioner Thane is a 2-mana 2/2 that makes our opponent lose 2 life and we gain 2 life once a turn when a creature we control dies. Ashlizzlle Core Sadistic Pilgrim is a 2-mana 2/2 as well, but it has Death Touch, and says whenever another creature enters the battlefield under our control, we gain 1 life, and whenever another creature we control dies, the opponent loses 1 life. Now, Braid's Arisen Nightmare is a 3-mana 3/3 that allows us to sacrifice a non-battle permanent, and then if our opponent decides to not sacrifice a permanent of the same type, or they can't, they lose 2 life and we draw a card. Now, Braid's being able to sacrifice is super relevant to trigger the drain effects on cards like Ashlizzlle Core and Ron. And if we're speaking of drain cards in a legendary deck, we kind of have to play Shoulder the Apocalypse. This card will drain our opponent for 2 life anytime they draw a card, and the card can also give us 2 life gain anytime we draw a card. Talia and the Gitwork Monster is another spicy card in this deck and one of the main reasons, in my opinion, to play Abzan Legends. The card is a 4/4 with First Strike and Death Touch that allows us to play an additional land on our turn, and creatures and non-basic lands that our opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. But when Talia and the Gitwork Monster attacks, we need to sacrifice a creature or land. We can then draw a card if we do so. And sacrificing creatures in this deck should be no problem because we have a lot of creatures in this deck that create tokens. Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia, creates a 2/2 zombie token with Decay on our end step if we control no other creatures with Decayed. And Wilds of Eldraine has given us Lord Skitter, Sewer King. A card that exiles cards from the graveyard, but most importantly, at the beginning of combat on our turn, we will create a 1/1 black-red creature token. And this card can flood the board very quickly. Now, since we are in legendary Golgari colors, we have to play Glissa Sunslayer, since she is incredible with her First Strike and her Death Touch and has very good abilities on her if we manage to do combat damage to a player with Glissa. Now, my removal of choice in this deck, outside of the channel land Igonjo, is 2 copies of Cut Down and 3 copies of Animist Might, a super underrated removal spell that costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature we control. The target creature we control then deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature or planeswalker we don't control, and especially with so many Death Touch cards in this deck, this will almost always take out whatever creature you needed to take out for 1 mana. Okay, so hear me out. Abzan is awesome, Sacrifice is awesome, So this deck is awesome, and it's been such a joy to play as well. But before we get started here, I want to quickly say, don't forget to like and subscribe to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. And if you enjoy what you're seeing so far, you can also check out some of my own content over on my own channel as well. Now, big shout out to Wizards of the Coast for allowing me to make another video for you guys. And without further ado, let's get into some Abzan Aristocrats gameplay. Okay, gamers, so let's do this. Oh, this looks good. Okay, let's go. Oh, I hope we can... If we can get this curve, if we can do like the Skrelv into Jadar into Braids, or even into Glissa, that would be incredible. Okay, we're doing it. Let's go, guys. We're gonna start off with Jadar here. Perfect. No attacks. Okay. We're against Esper. That's unusual. I'm playing. Anyway, cool. So, let's start off with a swing here. I don't really want to lose my Jadar after, like, flashing in, what is it, a 2/2 with Vigilance? So what am I gonna do here? I kind of want Braids to resolve, ideally, because we can start drawing cards. But maybe Glissa is a little safer, because we have a backup Glissa. So if this gets countered, like if it eats a Make Disappear, we'll have a backup. And if it doesn't, then we have a Glissa on the board, which is perfect as well. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, then. Let's start off with a swing here. Let's see what they do. Gonjo and Glissa, makes sense. So now we have the choice between Braids or Glissa again. So Braids does guarantee us a card right now. I want to say Braids because I kind of want us to hit our land drops, so let's do that. Here we go. So we can order the triggers in a way that Jadar creates a token first, and then Braids can sacrifice a token, which is pretty neat. Here we go, we have our land. Awesome. Oh, kind of could get really meh here. I mean, Alright, that's gonna be Jadar. We have a backup. Ooh, Plaza of Heroes. Nice. Let's start off with a swing here. I don't want to play it safe and just play Red Dad. I just call this card Red Dad for my own convenience. Like, for some reason, I cannot pronounce its name. It took me forever. Like, Retta Drebic. I don't know why I find it so difficult, but anyway. Red Dad it is. Braids exiled brutally. Okay. Interesting. Let's start off by taking out the Wandering Emperor here. It's gonna be important. And then, this is something really cool. So, Red Dad works with zombies. You know he's a zombie. Ooh, it's Glissa. And even Jadar's, like, tokens also get Vigilance. None of that is super relevant, obviously, because of DK. But it is pretty cool. Okay, I think our board is looking pretty solid here. Okay. So creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. So I think it's in our best interest to start off with, or try to start off with Thalia here. We also could hold up Plaza. I don't mind that either. I mean, our board is really strong. We do have the Rat Dad, so they'd have to take that out first. I think I'm just gonna swing, actually. Hold back with Jadar, just in case it's a 2/2. Like, I really want to play Thalia and Gitrog, but also, like, let me just hold up my Plaza, and I think I don't lose this game. So tempting to, like, play out Thalia, though, because, God, I love Thalia and a Gitrog monster. That is just such a fantastic card. Like I said in my deck tech, like, if you play Abzan, you're doing it for Thalia. That's it. The card is just so much fun to play with. So yeah, so new Wandering Emperor. Good for us that literally everything has Vigilance. They do get to go white now, though. But I think we're looking good enough here. I mean, it also depends on what they play. Skrelv gets hit by Cut Down. Right, we get a new one back, though, because we have Rat Dad in play. And I'm still holding up my Plaza. Also, look at that. That's a 2/2 Skrelv now. What an awesome first game. Awesome. Ooh, okay, so this is acceptable. Like, I'm ideally looking for some more drainers, but I don't hate this. Like, we have some removal in here. We do have some protection. We have some of our drain triggers. We're just kind of looking for some tokens and maybe some sacrifice activation somewhere, which I guess is pretty nice in Lord Skitter. So this is one of the greatest things about Melira. So at 3 power, 3 toughness, the card cannot get hit by cut down. So if the opponent was holding up a cut down, Melira is kind of immune here, which is awesome. Right, we hit our land drop. So this deck plays 25 lands. I did 26 at one point in time, but 25 has felt a little bit better. And the land count is quite high because obviously we're playing with all like the channel lands and stuff. So, you know, assuming those are most often for us like spells rather than lands, it's kind of like free to play like that. It's really cool. It's one of the like upsides of playing a legendary deck. Okay, 2 mana, blue as well. It's getting a little suspicious over here. Like, obviously, I would love to start with Skitter here, but I think I'm probably just going to work with Ashlizzlle core first. Ideally, things don't get countered, but if it happens, it happens. I kind of just need Skitter to, like, stick around. Okay, well, it's fine. So this might be, like, cut down bait. Fairy Vandal. Okay, we're against fairies. Cool. And they're using, like, the OG... Oh, that's not the OGR. I was about to say. There's something off about this thing. Something's off about that. Makes sense. Ooh, they're swinging in. Very brave. Sure. Let's swing. Hit you for 5, bestie. Yeah, that's okay. Because then we are free to play Skitter. No counters. Perfect. So the only thing about like sequencing it like this is we don't get a little rat, but against like tempo decks, and okay. Okay, I really want to say we ball. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. Sanctum? Sure. Ideally we find like a 2-drop, like Ashlizzlle core would be awesome. Ooh, Glissa, okay. Yeah, a little bit of a slower start here, but we will see. What is this? Boros. Cool. I don't want to start with Glissa. I'm gonna do it. I don't have an answer for her. We're in a good spot. I wonder if this is like Convoke, so we're gonna get like 2 1/1s flashed in or something. Soul Partition. Oh, okay. What in the Boros controls? What in the Boros control is going on over here? Okay, let's get Lord Skitter set up here. Do we get a 1/1? We do. I'll just exile that. Cool. Wait, what? Actually, Boros control? Wait, I was playing. Are we gonna see like blue for Jeskai or something? What? Bestie, I don't know what's going on. At this point, I'm afraid to ask. Wandering Emperor? I guess I won't risk it. 1 rat swings in. This is so weird. Okay, anyways, let's do braids. Might also make the Sunfall hurt less. Is this like Jeskai control without blue? It's gotta be, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'll sacrifice a rat here. Lose to draw a card. Let's go. Alright, we can live with the land. Big score. Oh, some like Atraxa stuff? I don't know, actually. Maybe. No, I don't know. Itali? Heliod. What? Oh, wow. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can set up... I want this to go right. White and black, so I can give myself double green if I need to, because we are removing Heliod. That's probably some like art draw stuff. I don't even know. Anyways, we're gonna try Animus Might. If they then remove Elza Coral, I have it back. No, I don't. Why do I think I would have? I don't know. For some reason, I thought I had Glissa on hand. You know what? That's on me. I thought I had double green open. Huh. Well. Oopsies. Why did I think I had double green? I guess because of my... Anyways. Super late here. Late in my day, that is. Sacrifice a rat. Okay. It's a wall, though. I mean, I can try to, like, get rid of it again, but... It's gonna transform now, I think. Still remove that as well, because the Animus Might does deal 6 power. But then, obviously, they don't need to have any, like, removal up or whatever, so... That's probably where things get a little tricky. I do have Plaza up now, so I could do, like, Animus Might and hold Plaza. Warcrafting. This is a spicy deck. 2 spicy decks facing off, you know? Ooh. Okay. So we have another, like, token generator in Jadar. Let's see what the opponent does here first. Okay, so we're gonna do Animus Might, Braids target Heliod, hold up Plaza of Heroes. Surely, like, it's not, like, double 3 power removal. I imagine. You don't know, though. Alright, bestie. What's the move? 6. Awesome, okay. So we'll start off with a swing here. With both? I do have... actually, Swapping Plaza. They play One Ring Emperor worth it. I don't think it is. Because I kind of need my lands. My hand kind of like demands it of me, so... Starting off with Skrelv, and then we're going to play Jadar. And we're going to sacrifice a rat, and then hope to not get Sunfall. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't, but... Also don't really know what we're up against, so... I'm going to get rid of the rats. It's done its job. Got down. Doubt that's going to do anything. Don't know if I played it too safe there with the braids, but like I said, I didn't want to remove. Oh wow. Arcane Bombardment. Spicy. Wonder if... Okay, well... Khaleesi, come over here. We're gonna need you to remove that thing for us. Anyway, let's start off with attacking. And we're gonna Slime Khaleesi. Khaleesi returns. Okay, we're gonna probably sacrifice the zombie here. Drain 2. Draw a card. Awesome. Alright, looking... I mean, I don't know. This card is like... Arcane Bombardment is... Scary. Oh, okay. Double Union then? Oh, wait. That's how it works. My bad. Warcrafting on braids. It's feeling very baity, but also, like... I'm gonna try, right? I'm just gonna try, because the Warcrafting will also, like, could give them something new, so... We'll see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, red. There you go. Okay, so we have Plaza up, so Glissa will connect. Let's see. Should connect, should. No, not to jinx myself. So what is that? Play with fire on Jadar. Warcrafting again, this time around on braids. Alright, they keep going like that. Oh, yeah. I should read these cards, you know. One day. I let it happen. Yep, go through. I care about Glissa connecting. That's all I need. Can save me. Go, Glissy! Alright. Whew. Nice. That was so tempting, though. Like, I was so tempted the entire time to just pop it. I knew they had something, though. Like, there's no way. Like... Okay, so that is one huge threat dealt with. I think I'll just try to, like, slam braids here. Let me swing first. Okay, swing. Draw. Shelly. Ooh. They do like drawing cards. I'll slam Shelly. Last turn. I think we just got out of that one. Ooh, they made it so tricky, though. I was so tempted to... Oh, okay, destroy evil. Sure. That was what they were holding? Okay. I guess. They are in top deck mode now, and we do have lethal next turn. So let's see if they can get out of this. Hey, we take it, guys. That was a good game. Okay, let's go. Let's not go. These lands are not good. Mole. Sure. A little bit better. That is a little bit better. I like it. We got the Jadar Evron synergy going for us. If our creatures survive. Hope they do. Ooh, that's a Skrelv. Awesome. That could help us protect Thalia. Alright, Jadar is set up. And Jadar is gone. It's always like that anyway. Like, it really just is. That's why protection in this deck is so super important, because there's just so much removal in Standard right now. Part of me wants to keep the token for Thalia. I guess I will. Makes a little bit of a better target if it could be a card for us. Lord Skitter. Sure. Exiling Jadar. I wouldn't have done that personally, but they did, so... Not on me. Do I want to swing with Ron to give myself... Nah. Nah, I'm gonna go for some... We're gonna set some value up first here. Might be able to, like, bait something with the Gonjo at one point in time. Anyways, so, yep. I'm just gonna pass here. Gonjo is kind of like our removal spell here. Lizzie. Lizzie. Alright. Ooh, Shouldered. Let's go. I'm gonna put that online. I'm gonna swing with Thalia. See, I wouldn't mind a land here. Animist Might. Also very nice. Cool. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so Glissa's probably gonna swing. It's okay. Like, if they draw a card with it, we have cards with Thalia, so... For however long, I don't know. Like, Golgari is known to have a lot of removal, so, I'm gonna activate this, and I'm going to do... Ron protection from black, in case they have another Virtue of Persistence, because Virtue doesn't really hit Shelly. There we go. So then that is going to give me nothing, because we don't have basics, we are greedy. Please don't remove, please don't remove. They do. Alrighty. Ron and Thalia against the world. Okay, like we have the Animus Might. That'll help us deal with some things in a sec here. Look a rat. Move Ron. Okay, so... If I attack with Thalia, they're gonna block it with Glissa. We can then Igonjo. I kind of like need to use my mana though before everything happens, because... Thalia wants to sacrifice so I can draw, so we're gonna have to work with that. Here we go. Sacrifice the mana that we just used. Swing. It's gonna be a Gonjo. Deal with it. Plaza. Okay, now we gotta draw some gas. I hope Thalia survives. I'll have to, like, go all in on the protecting her. Red Knight. Fair. Like, I'm just gonna... Ooh, new one. Fortunately, it does come and play tapped, so that's good. Ooh, it's Ellis. Like, do I just sacrifice Fraud here because I have a backup? I guess I do. Okay. Well, that's fine. I got this party started here. Turtle. This is really just like Thalia and Kid Rock putting in so much work, keeping everything tapped. Love it. Oh. Red Dad. Wait, hold on. That's huge. Put it in play. Alright. How about a swing with a team? I'll just... Yeah, I'm gonna be greedy, I guess. Sacrifice land, let's go. Cut down. So that trades, but we get a new one back. A baby Thalia and Gidrock. Awesome. Now we just gotta do one more point of damage. And anything they remove, we'll do that. Or reblock or whatever. So I think we got it. Nice. That's a great win. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, let's start with Cottage. Looking at a very spicy curve here. Even better now, because now we have a good braids targets. I think the right play is to still start with Melira here, though. We can protect our stuff. Opponent misses land drop. That is rough. For that. Not for me, haha. Alright, Melira swing. Let's see what this is. So, they're playing white-blue. Could definitely be some, like, soldier stuff, maybe. I'm gonna set up Skrelv and Jadar here. If I can. Could very easily be, like, a Mage's Spear or something. Even though Skrelv is not gonna get countered, Jadar might. Let's see what happens to that. Bring the ending. Ooh, they're, like, poison? Maybe? Like, proliferate stuff? That's pretty cool. Felicity. Alright, time to swing in with Melira first. So we gotta be, like, respectful of the counter spells. They might have a lot of them. Like, whatever hand they kept, it was good enough to, like, keep a 2-lander, so they'll have a lot of spells, I imagine. I'm gonna try Red Dad, because... in color's white-blue. They will probably, like, be countering most things, or, like, exiling them, not really destroying them. Alright. Well, I'll slowly keep pinging you, I guess. Swinging again. Melira hits for 3. And I think it's time to get Glissa going. I'm not sure if they would have exactly, like, 3 counters, but we'll try. We gotta get through it one way or another. So, but if she sticks, then it's huge. We can draw some cards. Yep. Prologue to Viruses. This is a really cool deck. I like this a lot. You need to, like, build another, like, poison deck or something. Yeah, well, how about we don't do that? How about we don't? Wonder why they went after Glissa. Did they just miss Skrelv there or something? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, sure. I mean, okay. Meh. It's fine. We have some pressure. If we can get, like, Ron into Lord Skitter into Braids, perfect. Kinda gotta hit a land for that, but we are playing 25 lands. So I think we have good chances. Awesome. There it is. Do something now. What is that? The beach? Blue-white stuff? Maybe Esper? Maybe... Soldiers? Control? Soldiers it is. Alright. Yeah, this eventually needs to go, but I want to set up this board first here. Our drains are super important, so like any sort of life gain that the opponent has needs to be dealt with. Also, drains don't have as much of an impact as we need them to do, or to have in order to win the game. Double! Oh. Not even a Barra moment anymore, that is... Well, fortunately I have 2 removal spells, so it's okay. Yep. We're gonna have to do that. Let's get started here, I think. Lunark Skitter, target Lunark Veteran. If they have the 1/1s to flash in, I'll do that. If it's Zephyr Sentinel, it'd be what it be. Gotta get through that as well, you know? One way or another. Try again. Like, it needs to go, right? And then Skitter can exile the veteran from the graveyard. But that one is dealt with for good. We can swing. 1 is like okay, 2 gets a little tricky. So, yeah, they have the Sentinels, it is what it is. Let's see if we can match them. Okay. These rats are at least looking good for attackers. They swing. I can attack with all my rats. And my Skitter. Opponent's gonna let it go through. I doubt they want to, like, trade with a rat. But that's why Braids is here to save us, because we can just sacrifice a rat, trigger to Vron. Okay. If we can get like a white for Ashlizzlle core, that would be awesome too. This is looking a lot like a Knight Errant. Hopefully not, though. Okay, it's not. I'm gonna start being a little greedy with Skitter attacks because I have a new Skitter in my hand. I can also attack with Braids because I have a new Braids in my hand. So I think it's literally just going to be a swing with the team. See where we end up. Yep. Opponent's going wide. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, both Braids and Skitter are good targets for them. Maybe they block everything? Nah. Maybe... I mean, they could technically do, like, double block or triple block on Skitter, double block on Braids. They would lose their whole board, though. Alright, well, they do. Sure. They could have been a little bit more patient and wait on the wedding announcement to buff up the team. But I'm not them. So, like... I'm gonna exile the veteran from the graveyard again. Actually, it's not on trigger. When another rat... Ah. Oh, it's okay. I forget, because if you do it pre-combat, it will still exile, but Skitter does it when you play another rat as well, but it doesn't do it when you play it itself. Anyways. We still win these.